Khi nói đến sắc đẹp là nói đến sự hãnh diện và tự tin. Loan Châu xin hân hạnh giới thiệu đến quý vị Coast Surgery Center, một trung tâm giải phẫu thẩm mỹ với đội ngũ chuyên viên được huấn luyện kỳ cựu trên 25 năm kinh nghiệm, sẽ giúp quý vị có được một thân hình tuyệt hảo và trở nên tự tin hơn. Tại trung tâm giải phẫu thẩm mỹ Coast Surgery Center, quý vị là mối quan tâm chính của chúng tôi. Sức khỏe, sự an toàn, thân hình của quý vị và nhất là sự tự tin về sắc đẹp của chính mình. Với những thiết bị hiện đại và tối tân, chúng tôi có đủ điều kiện và đạt tiêu chuẩn hàng đầu nhằm đảm bảo sự an toàn tuyệt đối cho quý vị. Với giám đốc y khoa của trung tâm là bác sĩ phẫu thuật được huấn luyện đầy đủ và dày dặn kinh nghiệm, cùng với đội ngũ bác sĩ Mỹ và Việt có board certified, chúng tôi tin chắc quý vị sẽ hãnh diện hơn với thân hình của mình khi đến với Coast Surgery Center. Hãy gọi cho chúng tôi ngay hôm nay tại 1855 A New You, 1855 A New You để được tham khảo miễn phí. Đó là 1855 263 9968, 1855 263 9968. Coast Surgery Center sẽ giúp quý vị lấy lại niềm hãnh diện và tự tin.
Chương trình này được bảo trợ bởi Coast Surgery Center.
Kính thưa quý vị, ngày hôm nay Loan Châu rất là vui để trở lại với chương trình Sức khỏe và sắc đẹp với một người bác sĩ đã có một bề dày kinh nghiệm rất lâu về giải phẫu thẩm mỹ. Thưa quý vị, ông có 2 bằng board certified, một board certified về tai mũi họng và một board certified về cosmetic plastic surgery. Trước khi mà ông thực hành về plastic surgery thì ông đã là một người thầy giáo về dạy cho Đại học Harvard và Đại học Columbia tại East Coast. Và hiện tại bây giờ ông cũng đang dạy cho Đại học UC Irvine, thưa quý vị. Và of course, ông đang là người bác sĩ hợp tác với lại Trung tâm Y tế Toàn khoa Coast Surgery Center. Và Loan Châu xin hân hạnh giới thiệu quý vị bác sĩ Nazih Haddad. Hello, doctor.
Hello.
I have briefly introduced you with the audience about your experience, of your more than 20 years of experience. Please, can you introduce a little bit about yourself and what subject that we should cover today?
All right. So, yeah, I've been in Fashion Island more than 20 years. Before that, I was in the Northeast, as you mentioned. I taught a lot at many universities. Anyway, I am focused on pure cosmetic plastic surgery, which is making things better.
Beautiful.
Yeah, improving. So I don't do anything else than that. Most of what we do, me and most of the plastic surgeon in practice, is we address the breast, and the tummy and the fat. Those are the most common surgery.
Right.
But also we do facial plastic surgery. We do the eyes and the nose and the face and the neck and the chin. So we do that. But the most popular is the first 3 in Orange County.
Right.
To talk about Asian and of course Vietnamese, most of the surgery that we do is breast augmentation, nose job, the eyes and the breast.
Right. Thank you, doctor. And today we mostly cover with the liposuction and the tummy tuck.
Whatever
a lot of
you
people,
want,
they
I'm
call
ready.
us, yeah, and they ask about that. So can you please tell me or also the audience, yeah, what's the difference between the liposuction and the tummy tuck? Because to me it's the same.
Okay, liposuction is you suction the lipo. Lipo is the fat.
Right.
So you suction the fat. Most of the people have fat in their belly, and it starts in the belly, and it goes to the flanks. This is the most common area where we do liposuction. Suction is obviously taking out with the negative pressure.
Right.
So this procedure started only 30 years ago. It started in Europe, in particular in France, where that was started by a gynecologist. He used to do suction the baby out,
I see.
or do abortion, whether indicated or not, ethical or not, I don't know. But he put an increased pressure on that, and he thought that if he can suction the baby, he can suction the fat
out.
and it worked out. Of course, it took him many years. So this is the liposuction. When I finished my training, it did not exist. So
How long ago that it started to have the liposuction?
the liposuction was started in Europe again in the 70s.
I see.
The Americans picked it up in the early 80s. And there's always resistance to anything new in medicine, like I imagine other fields. Okay, so it took some time to pick up, and then the Americans refine it, and they create more tools to the world, and they sell it to the world after that.
Right.
At any rate, so what you do, through small cuts, you inject a medicine. If you want to call it a medicine, it's a liquid called tumescent. It has two components. One is to numb the area, so in case it's done under local anesthesia, the patient will not feel it. And if it's general anesthesia, after the anesthesia medicine disappears, there'll be some numbing medicine for the patient to be more comfortable for a few hours after surgery.
Right.
So you mix, after you inject those the tumescent solution, you put a tube. The tube could be there's different numbers, of course. The diameter increase.
You mean the size?
The diameter of the cannula. It's called cannula that you insert inside the fat. And then if you have a little bit of fat, then you're going to put a small cannula. And if you have a lot of fat, and you use a bigger cannula. And so you suction the cells that contain fat. They're called lipocytes. And so you basically try to be even on both sides. You try to keep the belly look natural. If you take too much, it's going to show on the skin. There's going to be some waviness in the skin.
Do you mean the bumping?
Bumping, yes. Yeah. If you go, you see there is the skin. Under the skin, the skin is made out of epidermis and the dermis. If you go down below the dermis, you start feeling the fat. If you try to be aggressive and you hit the dermis, it's going to show on the skin. So you're going to have a dip. Yeah. And between the dips, you're going to see bumps.
But so can you fix that if
you can fix it?
Like
it's difficult. So to fix it, you have to either remove the skin or you have to inject fat, which is you're working to remove fat. Now you have to inject fat, and it's hard to correct. So you have to be conservative, leave a little bit of fat under the skin.
Right.
So this is the liposuction. The tummy tuck is where you have a skin that's hanging. The skin that's hanging, you have to cut it off. Very often, along with the skin, there's fat. The fat that's under the bump, the excess skin that you have, you can take it off. So you take skin, most of the time skin and fat. Again, most of the people have, in addition to the excess skin, they have fat. But some people, in particularly in Vietnamese, like you would not have fat. In 50 years, when you'll become 60, you will need the skin only.
When the gravity pull down and you have a lot of extra
gravity
skin,
and the pregnancy stretch the skin.
Right.
And with aging, the skin becomes less elastic, so it hangs.
It hangs, yeah.
So tummy tuck is when most of the time you make a cut in the lower part of the belly, you go under the skin, you pull as much as you can, and you cut the excess skin and you close.
You have to remove the fat and cut the skin at the same time?
Yes, when you go under the skin, you go under the fat to the level of the muscle. The muscle is covered by something whitish called fascia. And so you go on the superficial to the fascia, just above the fascia, and you go all the way up. You pull everything. You pull that flap, it's called flap, and then you cut the excess. In that flap, most of the time there's fat with it.
So
there is fat that stays here that you don't touch under the pulling, and there's fat that's very often there in the flanks area. you can do liposuction along with the tummy tuck if you want
That's
to.
how you do it.
Yeah.
Because my concern is when they do liposuction, so when they take the fat out,
Yes.
they might have some extra skin.
When I have a patient who is 20, okay, and let's say she has extra fat, not a lot of fat, there's a chance by doing liposuction that the skin will retract back. After liposuction, we always let them wear a special binder that to keep the skin, if you want, plastered against the deep tissue.
Like the girdle.
Or the girdle.
Yeah.
Okay. If the patient is 60 and she has fat, I will tell her there's a chance that after I suction the fat, that the skin is not elastic, like I mentioned earlier. It will not retract back. There's a chance that it will sag. And if it sags, there's only tummy tucks.
We have to cut it out.
Yeah.
throw
If
it
the
away.
patient is 40, between 20 and 60, I tell them part of the skin retract, part will hang. And
Depends
this
on the
is-
age.
Depend on the age.
Yeah.
And if a 20-year-old has a lot of fat, we know that that skin is not going to retract completely, that eventually she's going to need something else done. I don't push them to have a tummy tuck because at 20, eventually they're going to get pregnant, they're going to have kids. So why do a tummy tuck at this age? Wait till she finishes with all her pregnancy and do a tummy tuck.
But during that time, they have to deal with the sagging skin.
Yeah, they're going to have sagging skin. Again, we can do the tummy tuck, but the price to pay is the scar, obviously. That most of the time is acceptable.
Right.
And when they get pregnant, they're going to stretch again, and the
Is it
skin is going to sag.
stretch again?
It ruins the surgery,
Yeah.
which is fine. You can have another tummy tuck. It's not a problem doing another tummy tuck.
Do we have enough
But
skin?
well, after stretching, one baby maybe it stretches like that. After many babies, they stretch a lot. So we'll do the same thing. We measure the excess skin and cut it off.
I see. What is how big is the
Incision.
scar, incision?
The cut
Where is that?
it depends how much fat you have. If you have fat going all the way here, so you have to go.
So the cut gonna be that under the tummy. It's not like
it's
you told
the
us
lower.
that-
It's like the C-section. The
I
cut
see.
is the upper limit of the pubic hair, if you want, grossly, and it goes along the crease here.
It depends on how big is that.
Okay, if you have a little bit of skin, you stop here. The more you have fat and skin, the more you have to go back here.
Right.
A lot of people who are super overweight, 100 pounds overweight, we have to do what we call a body lift. So we go all the way all around
I see.
to do that.
Right. Kính thưa quý vị, ngày hôm nay là một cái topic rất là hấp dẫn thưa quý vị, mà hầu như là chị em phụ nữ chúng tôi đều rất là thích hỏi và thích nghe. Có nhiều chị thì cũng rất là ngại khi mà đến để mà consult với bác sĩ hay những văn phòng về thẩm mỹ làm đẹp. Thì ngày hôm nay Châu đại diện cho các chị để mà hỏi bác sĩ Haddad về vấn đề về liposuction, tức là hút mỡ, và tummy tuck, tức là mình cắt đi những cái phần mà cái da dư đâu quý vị. Thì nãy giờ là bác sĩ có nói sơ qua về cái cách làm sao để mà làm liposuction. Thì những người bác sĩ chuyên môn dĩ nhiên là những người rất là highly skilled, những người mà rất là được train, rất là chu đáo về vấn đề này, để mà dùng những cái tool đó thưa quý vị, để mà đưa vào những cái phần mà dư mỡ của quý vị, để mà hút ra phần mỡ đó. Và khi mà nếu mà dĩ nhiên là nếu mà hút cái phần đỏ mỡ đó ra, mà nếu như mà mình một cái người mà có nhiều pounds, nhiều weight quá, người hơi lớn á, thì cái da của mình nó sẽ bị trệ xuống, bị dư da. Thì lúc đó thì mình có thể dùng cái biện pháp đó là tummy tuck, tức là họ sẽ cắt và họ sẽ kéo những cái da dư ra, họ cắt đi. Và trong cái lúc mà người ta cắt những cái da dư ra, người ta thể bỏ những cái mà những cái mỡ thừa ra cho quý vị. Và dĩ nhiên là khi mà mình làm cái này đó thì là cái vết cắt nó sẽ rất là lớn, cái phần mà bikini line thưa quý vị. Nếu mà quý vị nhỏ, những người Asian của mình, người Á Đông của mình thì cái vết cắt nó nhỏ hơn. Còn những cái người mà có cái tạng bự hơn và nhiều mỡ hơn thì cái vết cắt đó sẽ lớn hơn. Và dĩ nhiên là khi người ta làm cái liposuction liposuction hoặc là tummy tuck, người ta sẽ coi cái tuổi mình như thế nào để người ta khuyên những cái điều mà tốt nhất cho quý vị. Thì nếu mà quý vị có thể đúng cái nhu cầu quý vị thì quý vị có thể gọi đến cho chúng tôi tại Coast Surgery Center tại 1855 ANU hoặc 1855 263 9968. Chúng tôi có những cái promotion mỗi tuần thưa quý vị, và mỗi tháng thưa quý vị có thể vào ngay trong trang Facebook của chúng tôi hoặc trang nhà của chúng tôi. Quý vị có thể gọi vào và chúng tôi sẽ cho quý vị có những cái tham khảo miễn phí và đúng theo cái nhu cầu của quý vị thưa quý vị. Và xin phép quý vị Châu thực trở lại với lại bác sĩ Haddad. It's very interesting to know all about that. So, who is the best candidate for tummy tuck or liposuction? Just like me, I'm speaking of myself because I have a baby, and I have a very small frame. But of course, when after we have baby and we're not very happy about the tummy, I try to do a lot of things. I try to do exercise, but that particular bump is not go away. So, what should we do with that?
All right, we have to examine you. I have to feel whether that bump
Where
has
is that?
fat
Right.
or not. If there's fat, we can suction the fat and see. The suctioning, liposuction of a little bit of fat is not a big deal. You can go back to work after a few days. While after tummy tuck, you need
Long time.
2 weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah, most of the
Because the cut
time,
is
2 weeks
longer and
enough.
bigger.
And yeah,
Right.
there's a cut, and then what we do in the tummy tuck also, I forgot to mention, is that most of the women have had many pregnancies, and after the pregnancies, the baby pushes the belly. The muscle on this side and the muscle on this side start growing apart. Sometimes you get hernia. Hernia means when the content in the abdomen inside start pushing and even going out through a hole here, and that's
Right.
called hernia. Most of the time the hernia is made, the fat comes out from the inside, all right? You can fix it. So during tummy tuck, if you find that, you have to correct it. And most of the time we correct it by bringing the muscle together. We can do it 1 layer or 2 layer, and then that will hold well. So it gives you for sure a flat stomach, and it helps define better your waist because we're doing this. And you would have removed the fat from here, so you have a very nice result. Now, if by palpation I feel that you have skin, I will tell you the skin. If you have stretch mark, this is bad. It means your skin is not elastic. It's not going to stretch back. So you have to know that. And if it's a little bit of skin, we don't do anything. If there's enough skin to do a tummy tuck, we do a tummy tuck. Very seldom there's a little bit of skin, and if the skin is little bit and localized under the navel, this is when we do a mini tuck. A lot of people ask for a mini tuck. Not everybody is indicated. Most of the people need a full tummy tuck
I see.
to get a good job. Now, let me mention something. There is more and more invention of machines that tighten the skin. Like everything, the early machines don't do a good job. And then after a while, they start showing results. You could be a candidate for those machines.
You mean the cold and hot sculpture?
There's so many things. There's so many things. No, the hot and cold will remove the fat, not the skin. But there's other new devices.
Tightening the skin.
They will tighten the skin. As I said, the early machines did not do a good job. Now they might or might not give you a good result. Maybe it's worthwhile trying it. This is what I tell them. But in my experience, if they give a good job, it doesn't last. So
Right.
it does not replace the surgery.
Yeah.
But maybe you could be a candidate for that. And I tell my patients honestly that there is something, might work, might not work. But I want to add one thing. They tell you that, oh, use a machine, use the ice for something. Oh, don't have surgery. Surgery is bad. For particularly the ice machine, I can't think of the name of the ice. they keep bringing you and putting here and here and here, and it takes forever. It costs more than the surgery in long run,
exactly.
and it's not sure it's going to work. So you have to know
I have a lot of friends, they've been trying that as well. When they add up the cost, it's even more than the surgery that they have to pay. And the surgery, of course, it will help you for permanent. It's longer time, it's not permanent, but longer time of the result.
Of course, and then, okay, you take 1 week, 2 weeks off, that's
right.
Okay.
That's correct.
That's it.
And for the liposuction, how big is the incision? You know that you have to have some holes,
right? The incision is, on the average, 5 millimeter, which is half centimeter.
So just very tiny.
Yes, very tiny.
Very tiny.
And most of the time, you don't notice the scar.
You don't see the scar.
You don't see the scar.
And they can go back to work after a few days?
After an average liposuction, 3 days. An extensive liposuction might take a week. Now, the pain is something very personal, very variable, and some people have low tolerance for pain. Some people go to work after 1 day.
Really?
I've seen that. I would not have believed it if I didn't see it, and that's...
Most of the women, they not tolerant with the pain, so we can give them about 3, 4, 5 days, off works for that.
Women are tougher than men because women are used to pain.
Delivery babies,
because they have pain when they have their period. They have pain because they do this and it hurts. Men cannot do that.
No pain,
Men,
no
if you
gain.
cut their hair, they
That's
start nagging. All right, so they're used to pain.
Right.
And I realized it in my life experience.
Right. Một lần nữa, xin quý vị gọi vào cho chúng tôi tại Coast Surgery Center tại 1855 ENU hay 1855-263-9968 để được tham khảo miễn phí. Chúng tôi có promotion mỗi tuần và mỗi tháng, thưa quý vị. Mỗi lần promotion là mỗi lần khác nhau. Quý vị cứ gọi vào chúng tôi sẽ cho quý vị the best opinion, thưa quý vị. One more time, thank you doctor so much, and we have to see you next time. Probably we have to keep continuing about this topic because we have a lot more questions about this topic. So hopefully to see you next time. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for inviting me, and come on. I know come on, and I know come Kochi too.
Cảm ơn bác sĩ.
Come.
See you next
Come
time.
Kochi.
Khi nói đến sắc đẹp là nói đến sự hãnh diện và tự tin. Loan Chau xin hân hạnh giới thiệu đến quý vị Coast Surgery Center, một trung tâm giải phẫu thẩm mỹ với đội ngũ chuyên viên được huấn luyện kỳ cựu trên 25 năm kinh nghiệm, sẽ giúp quý vị có được một thân hình tuyệt hảo và trở nên tự tin hơn. Tại trung tâm giải phẫu thẩm mỹ Coast Surgery Center, quý vị là mối quan tâm chính của chúng tôi. Sức khỏe, sự an toàn, thân hình của quý vị và nhất là sự tự tin về sắc đẹp của chính mình. Với những thiết bị hiện đại và tối tân, chúng tôi có đủ điều kiện và đạt tiêu chuẩn hàng đầu nhằm đảm bảo sự an toàn tuyệt đối cho quý vị. Với giám đốc y khoa của trung tâm là bác sĩ phẫu thuật được huấn luyện đầy đủ và dày dặn kinh nghiệm, cùng với đội ngũ bác sĩ Mỹ và Việt có board certified, chúng tôi tin chắc quý vị sẽ hãnh diện hơn với thân hình của mình khi đến với Coast Surgery Center. Hãy gọi cho chúng tôi ngay hôm nay tại 1855 ENU, 1855 ENU để được tham khảo miễn phí. Đó là 1855-263-9968, 1855-263-9968. Coast Surgery Center sẽ giúp quý vị lấy lại niềm hãnh diện và tự tin.
Chương trình này được bảo trợ bởi Coast Surgery Center.